Gaffer, your thoughts on today's game then here at Gateshead?
Pleased that we picked up a point, because it didn't look like we was going to do that. But the spirit of our defending was very good. I was pleased with what the team tried to do, and everyone's going to scream at their telly now. But if I go through the team, so Reece played the last 20 minutes, who hasn't played for a little while, and he done fantastic. You got Jack on the wing there, hasn't played much football, and we're having to put him straight in. You're looking at Mox, who's been out for 3 or 4 weeks. See, these people would normally need more training than they do, but we've had to put them in. Brett's only just come back in. Dawson's only played a couple of games for a long time. So what you got 5 or 6, and there's a couple more as well, that have not been able to train normally, train properly, and yet we showed the spirit to keep the ball out of the net. Now they outplayed us in football terms on the day. We didn't have our legs, same as Hansen. He's another one that's only just come back in from being out for a long time. We're having to play him. Now I don't want anybody, like screaming and shouting at me because he's just making excuses. I'm just giving you the facts, and they're the facts. So in a way, we got a point back after being not sort of outplayed. Do you know what I mean? Because they had a lot of opportunities on the edge of our box, and they had runners, and they've had their same team for a little while, and they've been on a very good run for a little while, including being in the semi-final of the trophy. So let's not get too downhearted. You know me, I tell you the truth, and the truth is we've got away with a point. Everybody wanted us and thought we should get 3. I've just told you that we was not at the top of our game because of 6 or 7 people that have not played enough, not normally trained enough to play a game at this level, at this moment in time.
That second half didn't obviously get off to the start that you would have liked, but we grew back into that second half, and then Dean Moxey rolling back the years for that clearance on the line, using his experience to get himself back on the line for that shot.
Exactly, and he did, and there was a few times we defended well. I mean, the goal was a mistake. Poor old Kevy, got caught on it, and then they broke. And if you get caught against these and they break, then they're quite a good team going that way, and they have a lot of movement, which we do when we're all at our best. And I know some people will be disappointed that we drew here, but under the circumstances, I'm going to say it was a point game. People can think of me what they like, but I really appreciate the supporters. Most of them sort of because we really, what we're doing is we're saying to those supporters, all of them, whether they're happy or not happy, we're just saying thanks for coming. They've come here and they sang their songs, and we know how much travelling that is from Torquay to Gateshead, and they don't have a hotel that they stay in and all that sort of stuff and get fed. So we're clapping them genuinely because we're thanking them for coming, and that's what we're doing. We're not being sarcastic to the ones that are shouting other things out, but let's see it. Let's see how it all ends up, and then at the end of the season, people can make their judgment. But I always try and tell you the truth. I always try and say how it is and give you the facts, and that's what I've done.
Jack Stobbs has come in this week, obviously from Oldham, straight into the starting lineup today. Took a while to get going, but once he got going, showed what he could produce down that right hand side, and indeed it was his cross that led to Kieran getting the equaliser. How do you think he settled in this afternoon?
I think he done fantastic for his first game for a little while. He was frozen out a little bit at Oldham for whatever reason, and we brought him here because we know he's got ability to go past people. He's got a fantastic cross. And we need him training. He's only had 2 days training with us, but again we've had to play it with all due respect to everybody. There's nobody else that we can put out there other than bring them on when we need to. But with Mark going down, obviously we had to bring on a goalie, so he wasn't able to bring one of the other two subs on, whether it be Ali or Ben White.
Gaffer, thanks for your time today.
Appreciate it. Thank you.